My brain throbbed from lack of sleep. I was tearful and bleeding, blistered and torn. Feeding her was excruciating. I didn't know how to stop her crying, and it killed me when someone else could. Being a mom for the first time didn't look like the glossy photos in the magazines, and I wondered what was wrong with me that I couldn't do this thing that women have done for all of time. But there was nowhere else I wanted to be. I was committed to figuring it out. A few years later, I was meeting my first client as a home visiting nurse. She was a first-time mom who was wheelchair-bound. Her speech was garbled. Even signing her name was difficult. I was new to the work, and as I watched her struggle to sip water from a glass, I found myself wondering how she would navigate the physical demands of parenting. Immediately after her son was born, he was placed in foster care. She didn't have the luxury of time to figure out the hard work of parenting in privacy the way I did. She'd have to succeed while her every move was scrutinized under the watchful eyes of supervised visitations. At a time when every new mom wonders if she's doing it right, she was appearing before a judge facing neglect charges. Her baby was never in danger. The only thing she'd done wrong was to be disabled. I didn't know how to help, but I knew I wouldn't leave her to face these accusations alone. I sat in the back of the courtroom without an official role in the proceeding, feeling helpless. I cringed as the judge referred to her as the mother instead of using her name. She was slumped over in her wheelchair with grief, while her lawyer said nothing. We should have been wrapping her and her baby in support and scaffolding her parenting, not taking away her baby and making allegations to which she could not possibly respond. Eventually, her son was returned to her care. She turned out to be an expert mother who had special gifts to give her son that no one else could. When he was 2 years old, we went to Walmart together. He listened attentively and stayed close to her wheelchair. What 2-year-old does that? Unfortunately, the story of her early days would be repeated again and again for my clients with disabilities. They've been discriminated against and expected to learn to parent without access to their babies. People with disabilities cannot be denied access to restaurants or doctor's offices or schools, but they are continually denied the opportunity to parent, even when they might be perfectly able to keep their babies safe. And in the end, I suspect there is nowhere else they would rather be.